Now, the rechargeable batteries that I use are these EBLs. I've gone through a few different types, and these are the ones that I consistently like the most for their price, and also their just usability and how long they last. You know, they say that they last something like 10,000 cycles or something really high like that, or even if it's 3,000 cycles, they don't quite last that long. The problem with some of these batteries is when they discharge completely. For instance, when my daughter leaves a toy on for a few days and it runs out of batteries, sometimes when you go to grab them and throw them back in the charger, they don't come back. Now, that's not very often. Out of the 40 on my shelf that we rotate through all the time, maybe one a month. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's kind of a cost of the process, I guess. But these EBLs have a capacity of 2,800 milliamp hours, but they're only 1.2 volts is one of the things of rechargeable batteries like this, of nickel metal hydride batteries, is they're a lower voltage than an alkaline battery, which most of the time is not a big deal because alkaline batteries will drop to 1.2 or down to 1 volt, which is what toys are designed for. But what I've had an issue with is there are some things that these just don't run quite as well in. I use them in everything from toys to lanterns to even I use them for microphones and some of our audio equipment, and they work really well in almost everything. But every once in a while, there's something that they don't work in. So a while ago, I was looking up lithium AA batteries. I figured somebody had to have lithium AA batteries, and I was right. EBL does. They came out with a lithium battery, and I was like, this is incredible. This is the solution to all of my problems. And I bought a box of them, and as you can see, they're still in the box and they're still sealed, and the reason is these are not rechargeable. So they were really expensive, I think, for this pack of 16, because I was like, this is going to solve all of my solutions. They're 3,000 milliamp hours, so they're a little bit higher capacity. They're 1.5 volts as a lithium battery, which means it'll maintain that for a longer period of time. I was really excited, but not being rechargeable, I mean, this is just the most expensive battery in the world, which obviously isn't true, but it's a very expensive battery, and it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the EBL's non-rechargeable lithium batteries at 3,000 milliamp hours, a couple things that I noticed. One, the motors ran much faster. Like, you know, with these, it ran fine. But with this, I think because it's a higher voltage than a standard D cell, it ran much faster, and it worked really well for 5 hours. It ran for a little over 5 hours, actually, on these 3,000 milliamp